What is everybody doing tonight? It is a Saturday night and we are in the house. It is a Saturday night and we are in the house. What are we going to do about that? Where's the party at? Where is the party? Since we have to shelter in place, where is the party? What's up, Cortri? Hey, bro. You know that's right. The party is up here. What's up, Stan? The party is up here. Where were you last night, Cortri? We were on pretty late, talking about a whole bunch of stuff.
Hello.
Hey, boo. How you doing?
Quarantine.
Sheltering in place?
Sheltering in place, honey.
I know that's right. Have you seen the ratchet chicks that were from Chicago? The one that was from Chicago saying she couldn't date a 9-to-5er. You see that video? Okay. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. I'm jumping on tomorrow. Have you seen Madam C.J. Walker movie yet? I
did see that one.
What were your thoughts?
I thought it was good. I thought Tiffany Haddish was horrible.
She wasn't what she could have been. I think she should have had some more.
Tiffany Haddish is not an actress.
She's not.
She's not even a comedian. She's a personality. I don't know what she is, honey. Somebody bought her into that whole network.
Yeah. But the one thing that, because I was so proud as being a woman and a businesswoman, I was so proud to see the movie. But what I didn't like the way that she treated her husband.
No.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like the way who treated their husband, Madam C.J. Walker?
I didn't like the way. To me, she should
have
included him. She should have included him more so, because he was there washing hair and all of. Well, let me finish. She was washing hair. He was washing hair, hot combing, trying his best to help his wife, go to the next level in the business. Now, granted, he didn't know a lot about her business, but the fact that he wanted to get in where he fit in, that he wanted to help. I mean, she was just shutting him down.
That doesn't give him ownership.
No, I didn't say give him ownership, but when
that's what he wanted.
Ultimately, initially, he just wanted to feel like a fucking man around the house.
She didn't owe him that. I don't think she owed him that. If he wanted to feel like a man, he should have gone out and gotten his own job. You
don't feel like they're one and what's mine is yours and you know we're equal?
No, you know how I get down. No. What's mine is mine, what's yours is mine, goddamn it.
Spoken from the true player, right? That I understand.
Yes.
And then I don't know. This is based on, it was inspired by.
He was working for her, McKinday. He was working for her. But that doesn't give him ownership over her company. Like, just because you work behind the counters at McDonald's and you sweep the floors and you work the cash register and you know how to flip them burgers, that don't give you ownership. They're not gonna give you a set of keys for doing all that. They're not gonna.
I know, but
they're not gonna give you stake in the company because you swept the floors and cleaned the toilets.
But there's a certain way, though, Cortri. There's a certain way a woman has to treat her man and vice versa. Now, you just can't be, you have to, even Oprah has to have Stedman feel included. Like, she ain't just,
where's Stedman included? Stedman is so far in the background. One, and two, Stedman has his own money.
I'm talking about in her personal life that we don't see. I'm sure she's not belittling him and downing him and like, oh, sit your ass down. This ain't going to work.
You felt like she was belittling him in the movie?
Certain parts, I just felt like not uplifting his strength, not giving him, not making him feel included. And he even said it.
Well, her mission wasn't to make him feel included. Her mission was to empower Black women.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you, McKenday. Thank you. Well, how you know they ain't fucking? I don't know they ain't fucking. I don't know whether they fucking or not, but
she said they ain't fucking. How you know McKenday?
Yeah, they yeah, I don't feel like she owed him that. Now
no type of respect.
I mean, I feel like she respected him. She respected him, but she wasn't the kind of woman that would cook and clean. That wasn't her deal. And we have to meet people where they are, in my opinion. If I marry you and I know that I'm looking for a spouse that I want to clean the house and cook my meals and wash my socks, and that's exactly what I'm looking for, by the way. But if I know that you're not that person, I'm not going to expect by osmosis that you will turn into that person at some point.
Okay.
That was never her deal. She had gotten her hair back, she had gotten her confidence back, and she wanted to be a boss. And
hey, Chris.
That's what he was married to. Now, if he didn't want to be with her, then he should have left her. Why? He had selfish motives anyway, because one, he went and slept with one of her salespeople and then tried to make her Madam C.J. Walker and sell their products. And in fact, after Madam C.J. Walker died, him and her did go off and start a company that was defunct the same year, and they also divorced.
Okay, researcher.
Yes. No, listen. I know Madam C.J. Walker's story. You know, her daughter died 12 years later of the same disease that killed the mother.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company folded in 1981, and the company itself is not running again, but there is a product in Sephora now called Madam C.J. Walker's Beauty Culture. So, yeah. Now I know Madam C.J. Walker's story. What's going on, everybody?
So is it true that she, stole the other girl's recipe and perfected it? You say no?
I don't know. Did Wendy steal the idea to sell a hamburger from McDonald's? Does McDonald's own the exclusive rights to sell hamburgers?
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, we're just sticking with the story that we saw.
I do like Madam C.J. Walker. I love her a lot. She was a little bit cutthroat, She didn't play no games. She came in, she wanted what she wanted, and she got what she wanted, and she didn't take no prisoners about it. I love Madam C.J. Walker. I love her.
I do too.
So whether she stole the formula or not, she
perfected it.
She perfected it, and she springboarded several products out of it. And today we have companies like Johnson & Johnson and Mael Organics and Shea Butter, and I that's due in large part to Madam C.J. Walker. Oh, she sold it. Did she sell it? Okay.
Someone said the lady she stole from treated her like shit and used her as well. Yeah, she did.
Well, we don't know that because they embellished a lot of it for the movie. The actual woman's name was Addie. The actual woman's name was Addie Malone, and she was not biracial. She was also a big Black woman, a big dark-skinned woman around that time.
Damn, they really embellished.
And she was also a millionaire. So whether Madam C.J. Walker was the first is debatable, but definitely the most well-known and the bigger of the names was Madam C.J. Walker.
So. That is true. Okay. So he did cheat on her, but why do you feel like he was right in cheating? I don't ever think cheating is right, by the way.
No, absolutely not. If you want to be, I would love to know that too, Heather. Hi, Heather. How are you? How's the family? I hope you guys are all well and hunkered down over there. You don't post much, so it's good to see you on, girl. Yeah, I would love to know Eddie Malone's side of the story too. What was your question?
Him cheating on her.
Oh
And do you
yeah,
think
yeah.
he has
No,
the right to?
I don't ever think cheating is right.
Mm-hmm.
I've cheated on people before, so I've seen firsthand the effects of it.
Oh, somebody's asking me what am I eating?
I've been cheated on.
I'm eating chips and I'm eating stuffed peppers
She's
with
vegan.
pate.
She also has a vegan mukbang that she does on YouTube. What's your page?
Yes, Sexy
Sexy
Vegan
Vegan
Wine Girl.
Yes.
Sexy Vegan Wine Girl on YouTube. The same name on this live. So please go subscribe and check out some of his videos. Cortri's in some of them. And he's got to come and do a mukbang too.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Did you see Queen and Slim? That's another one. That's another good quarantine movie for you to watch. Did you see that one?
I did not.
Oh,
after this, I'm gonna watch a one on wine. After this live, I'm gonna watch Uncorked on Netflix.
Oh, okay. You should watch The Tiger King too.
Okay. What's that about?
This white guy who was a redneck, who was had this rival with this white woman, who was also a redneck, and they both had like zoos for big tigers, ligers and tigers and lions and that kind of thing. Yeah, that was good. That was good, right? And
okay, Chris said he saw that. You saw that, Chris? Oh no, that's not Chris. That's who is that?
I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you too much of it because it is so wild. Tiger King is amazing. It is. I was up I watched the whole thing from start to finish. I could not turn it off. And I was meaning to just take a quick peek at it. And after the first episode, I was all in. I was so like, oh my God, I gotta see this thing through to the end.
Is it based on a true story or anything?
It is. It's all true. It's all true. I found it amazingly satisfying to watch these white folks turn on each other the way that they did. Like, would sell their own babies if it thought it would make them some money, honey. Would give up their mama to the cops, everything. Like, oh my God, it's amazing. It's got gay couples, straight couples, a one-armed lesbian.
Wow.
Lions,
what's the name of it again?
tigers,
What's the name of it again?
Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Oh
man.
Tiger King. Listen. Watch that, and we can mukbang about that alone, honey. Okay.
Okay. Okay. We'll do that.
It is so good. So good.
Man. How long is it? Is it one movie or is it like episodes?
It's like 7, 8 episodes. And when I tell you, I was up all night. I watched the whole thing. I could not turn it off.
Okay.
I could not turn it off. So I haven't seen Uncorked yet, but I have been watching Dirty Money. Have you seen Dirty Money?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it looks into all the crazy stuff that's going on in America. Listen, right? What's going on, Jarrell? How you doing, boo? I hope you and the babies are okay. How's Mark? I hope y'all are doing good over there. Yeah. It's good, but Dirty Money is good too. It's all about different industries in America and how they've made their money and how they've conned people and how they've gotten over.
Now, is that a series or is that a
It's a series. It's a series. And they're up to the second season, but they did this episode on Jared Kushner, which is Trump's son-in-law. He's married to Ivanka, and all about his real estate dealings and how he's gotten over on people. They did one on Trump and about how he's made all his money and how he's duped people over and over again, and he's still duping them today. But yeah, I guess I have to see Uncorked now. What's that about?
Oh yeah, that's about. Of course, it'll be dear to my heart, Sexy Vegan Wine Girl, because it's about a guy who he's trying to be a som. His goal is to be a som and a master som at that. But then his family has a barbecue business and they want him to focus on that. So that's pretty much what I know about it. Everybody in the wine business has been texting me, have you seen it? So I'm actually going to watch it tonight. But speaking of Trump, he's talking about us being able to play again.
That's not going to happen.
I know. I don't think it's going to happen either. But my question to you is, don't you think it's too soon? I mean,
it's absolutely too soon. The numbers are still going up.
Steady.
The numbers are
steady going up.
The numbers are still going up. They're not gonna release us.
But then his whole reason for it, I mean, we know there's a background reason for it that he's not speaking about, but his whole reason was like, oh, because it's Easter and Easter's so important. Just a fraud.
No, it's not because of Easter. Money. His billionaire friends are losing money. But here's my thing. They talk so much shit about us working and having reserves and doing everything we're supposed to do. But the first time there's a crisis, all these billion-dollar companies who are not paying taxes anyway get a welfare check, because that's basically what this bailout is. It's welfare. It's corporate welfare. Okay. So it's not okay for them to spend $1 of their reserves or anything else, but we have to sit on our hands and wait, and they send us a $1,200 check. What the hell am I supposed to do with $1,200?
I have no idea.
What am I supposed to do with $1,200? And I'm a single person, so I can only imagine somebody like my friend Jarrell, who has 13 children. What's she gonna do with $1,200?
Well, what they were saying was that for and yes, you're right. But then for each additional kid, I think you get like $500 or something. Even still, you know, people are not working and they need to get back working. They need to have. You need to be doing this on an ongoing basis. Is it just a one-time deal?
As far as I know.
Yeah.
So that's as far as I know. And people, these bill collectors still want their money. Did you get the email?
I didn't, but I can only imagine.
Did you get the email telling us to make sure we paid our rent on the 1st?
Wow. First is coming up, isn't it?
The first is coming up, baby. It's the 28th now. The first is right here.
You got the first to make $1.
Hello.
First of all.
Hello. The struggle is real, honey.
Yeah. Because I haven't been doing any massages. I haven't sold any plates or anything.
Listen. We've come to the conclusion that, well, I did it at least, but you should probably in the same boat, that we non-essential like a motherfucker.
Non-motherfucking factors.
Non-motherfucking factors, okay?
Exactly.
I remember my first day, at college. And, you know, we were all picking our majors, and I'm like, I want to major in theater. I want to go back to that guy and slap him in the back of his neck and say,
Exactly.
Do something else.
Right now, do something else.
Do something else.
Oh, my God.
Do something else. They're gonna shut the world down.
They're going to shut it down.
They're going to shut it down.
Now, that's a good point. Like, you know, I was having that conversation with someone when I was using some of the internet. And I said, what happens if there are people in the building that, can't pay their rent? And she said, she's like, well, people still have to pay their rent. I said, but with what if they don't have it? So there has to be some sort of leniency. Just like with the utility bills, they're saying like, okay, we're not going to turn anything off, but your bills are steady going and going, even though you're getting some kind of relief by not having the pressure of, oh my God, let me pay this.
Oh, but that pressure's coming.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Coming. And I'm telling all my friends, don't wait for Trump. You better find you a hustle or Uber or DoorDash or something. Don't wait for Trump. Don't wait for that.
I said, if you can pay your bills, pay your bills.
Pay your bills.
you don't want it to pile up at the end of the day. Now you got 3 months you got to deal with when all you had was 1 month, a month behind and stuff. Like, no, ma'am.
Absolutely.
I'm not doing that one.
Absolutely. Pay your bills, honey. Pay your bills.
I'm telling you. And yes, that get a hustle.
Something.
I don't care. Something. And you're right. What industry is booming right now? We know that the grocery stores are constantly hiring right now. Uber Eats and Club and stuff like that.
What I have done is what I'm doing now personally is I'm working with 3 or 4 churches now, and I'm producing virtual services for them.
Say more about that. What type of services? What do you
virtual, so that they can still have their full church services.
Shut up!
I'm exporting one now. Yeah, we pre-record them and stream them on Sundays. Yeah.
Oh, genius.
Yeah. So I'm actually exporting and finished my 3rd one today.
The show must go on.
The show has to go on. The show has to go on, and churches don't pay taxes, so they got the money. Don't let them tell you different.
Baby, listen, I heard Creflo Dollar was like, look here, y'all gonna cash up your time. Damn this shutdown.
And that's been the message. That's been the message with all of the churches that I recorded this week is to, hey, here's how you can pay online.
Here's how you pay online.
Jesus loves a cheerful giver.
Give, but give not grudgingly. Be a cheerful giver.
Jesus loves a cheerful giver, honey. So yeah, that's kind of what I was switched to. So who needs virtual services? Let's pre-record it. Let's get it out.
That is so powerful. You are so smart.
Yes.
Really, the show must go on.
Has to go on.
Yeah, what I've been doing is really focusing on the YouTube. So I've been like going back, and so the mistakes that I've seen.
I see your subscriber count is going up, honey.
I know it's going up.
It's going up.
Every single day. I'm so excited about that. I know, moving on up.
I love it.
Yes. So guys, if you don't know, I'm Sexy Vegan Wine Girl. I want you guys to go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, Sexy Vegan Wine Girl. And it's a variety show. We do mukbangs. We have serious conversations. We interview businesses and everyday people. So it's a fun show. And now we don't have anything else to do with our spare time. If we're not making money, we need to have some kind of entertainment and relaxation. So let me be your choice for that.
Amen. Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Yeah. You gotta catch up on your movies, girl, so we can watch this stuff and talk about it.
Yeah, so we can schedule a mukbang this week. So I'm going to let's see, one of the 2 that you mentioned, I'll just binge watch. Which one you really want me to watch out of the 2? I'm thinking that Dirty Money, but you said the other.
No. Dirty Money is really political. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us are politicked out.
Okay.
So definitely watch Tiger King. You should watch Queen and Slim too. I want to talk to somebody about.
Wait. Queen and Slim. What does that sound familiar? Was that about a Mexican girl being a drug dealer?
No. That's a movie by Lena Waithe. About this black guy who kills a cop, and him and this girl goes on the run for killing this cop. But just the dynamics between them two, it's just so interesting. Wait
a minute. Wait. This is a movie?
It's a movie.
I think I saw it with the guy from Get Out.
Yes.
I saw that.
Did you see it?
I did. I did see that.
Oh my God. I've been dying to talk to somebody about.
I saw that. That was a movie. Yeah.
What I experienced with that movie. It was just so, I don't know. I don't know what I experienced with it. I don't know. And I feel so bad for hating it and liking it at the same time.
What did you like about it?
I love the way it was shot. I love the music that they used. I loved, just the visuals of the movie. I love the concept of the movie, but I don't think I've ever seen a film that put black women in a worse light than Queen and Slim.
Okay.
She was so, I think Lena wanted to paint her as this powerful person, but you know, she just really painted her as overbearing, illogical. Every
Yeah.
stereotype there is about Black women was covered in this. Like
Yeah.
I was so shocked. I was so
Mm-hmm.
shocked. LaKimbra, hi LaKimbra. It's all in the Dropbox. Check the Dropbox. It's all in the Dropbox. It's all
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily like the way that they portrayed her either. It was an unfortunate situation, but one that Black people, a lot of Black men can relate to for
I
sure,
mean,
and
yeah,
Black
even
women.
even from the very beginning, she was rude and she was nasty to him, and she didn't want to be on the date. And then when he shoots the cop to defend her, the shooting, even the shooting itself, didn't have to happen. All she had to do was stay in the car and shut up.
Period.
All she had to do was stay in the car and shut up. She couldn't do that, and then she convinces him to run. And even in the midst of their running, he puts on the gospel music. That scene just disturbed me so bad. He puts on the gospel music, and he's like, I need to hear gospel to think. And I maybe it's because I connected with him on that level, because I too need gospel music to think.
I love gospel music.
You
Yeah, I
know,
grew up in the church, so I relate to gospel music. I
yeah,
play it all the
it
time.
really helps to calm me down. And
Yep.
he needed that in that moment. And she's like, turn that shit off. She didn't want to hear it. And then she turns it off. And then
he was the worst.
Yeah, she drugged him through this whole experience.
Yeah.
And he never had a voice. And even for the way that it painted Black men as these people who have no voice, who are like sheeps, basically. It's like, no. I don't care who you are or how bad I think you are or how fine you are. You're not just gonna be telling me what to do. Especially in a situation like that. You know, even if we had gotten to the point where I killed this cop to defend you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a voice in how we run away from this situation. If we run away from this situation.
If that it was that movie was I didn't like the way she was portrayed. I hated the scenario, but it's one that we know all so well, you know.
Yeah.
I did like the way the uncle came through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, but even, and wasn't it something there with her and the uncle? Like, did you feel like he maybe had done something? He killed her mom.
He killed her mom. Right.
Yeah, he killed her mom.
He killed her mom. But
I felt like there was it like some molestation too? Or
no. I didn't sense that.
You didn't feel that?
Yeah, no, I didn't sense that Lena was trying to paint that picture. But it was so confusing to me, the picture that Lena was trying to paint, because if you pay attention, it was the woman she was shot by the police. She fell out the window and she dislocated her shoulder. Everything was happening to her. Even at the end, the police shot her first. And they shot her through the heart first.
Yeah.
Before they shot him. So it was like, you know, she's trying to paint this plight of Black women. Yes. But the picture that she painted kind of says that she brought all this shit on herself. I didn't understand that dichotomy. I really didn't. Yeah. It was weird.
Did you at some point feel like they just were not going to get away, even though the plane was there?
I knew they weren't going to get away.
I did too. I
knew they weren't going to get away. And then they had the brother snitch on them.
I hated that. But I just felt like, oh my God, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
I knew for a fact that they were not going to get away. And I was just trying to figure out who could have. Did you know that he was the snitch before it was revealed?
No, I didn't know that he was the snitch. I thought.
What's up, Sean? Hey, honey.
I thought that maybe it was the guy, whoever they were connecting, the guy who was connecting with him.
The white guy?
It wasn't even the white. Maybe it was the white guy. I did think that too. But
I thought that
whoever
too.
the person was that was supposed to be procuring this plane for whoever that is the one that snitched on them. And then it turned out to be the brother. I'm like, oh my God. That is crazy.
Y'all won't let us stand together for nothing.
Y'all won't let us stand together for nothing. For nothing. And then somebody was dropping bugs on them because the police were all over the country chasing them. So somebody was snitching on them, and the only people that came in contact with were Black people. Like, Lena, what are you doing? What story are you trying to paint here?
I know. And
I wouldn't have snitched. If I ran up on them, I would have housed them right here at 750 North Dearborn, honey. Right here. Here's the shower.
Right.
Here's
and
the
I'd have
meal.
been coming down. I would have come down to your apartment and fed them. SexyVeganWineGirl sold vegan food.
That's
okay?
right.
We'd have hooked them up. Now, I did get nervous when the car broke down. I was nervous. I was wondering, about the mechanic.
And about the mechanic, and then they had the mechanic's son shoot the police officer in the face. The Black officer, like, what story are you painting here,
What
Lena?
are you doing? What are you talking about? What are you doing?
It was so disturbing.
It was very disturbing. Yeah, it was a sad movie, but what did it remind me of? What was that movie? It was a movie similar to that.
Thelma and Louise.
It wasn't the movie that like two couples get away or anything like that. What was the movie? Terrence Howard was in it. John Tito.
Hard out here for a pimp.
Not that one. It was one about with police officers. Okay, so the scenario was, I think it was Terrence Howard, and the cop was like frisking his wife in a very crash. Yeah. I had even though this cop wasn't trying to do anything with her, but it was just like what it made me feel like was that, okay, they're going to try to have their way with you in some kind of way, whether they shoot you, kill you, or try to touch on you in a certain kind of way. They're always going to be disrespecting you.
Always going to be the disrespect. Always.
Period.
Always.
Absolutely. What you drinking on up there?
Well, I wasn't drinking on anything. I was exporting that video. Now it's finally done. And now I'm going to pour myself a glass of Cavassier Privilege.
Oh, because you are a privileged one.
This video brought to you by Cavassier.
What am I having? I am having the Yolamba Shiraz. Yes, I love this one. This is one of my favorites by Yolamba.
Oh, okay.
Of course, it's vegan. Of course, it's organic. It's from South Australia.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Now that sounds like a Black name.
It does. Yolamba, like a African name.
Yes.
Yolamba. Yes, they have really great wines. I really appreciate their wines. So that's what I'm drinking on tonight. I love you for joining. I'm so happy. So I'm going to watch what you told me to watch, and we're going to mukbang about it.
Tiger King.
I'm going to watch it. So how many episodes I got to commit to? Is it 7?
It's like 7, but listen, you won't. When you start it, you will not mind. Okay,
so when is the next one coming out? Because I do want to because I don't know what day we're going to do the mukbang. It'll have to be like after maybe Thursday or Friday or something like that. So what is it still current? Like, is there a new episode coming out?
No, it's all there. It's all on Netflix. You got Netflix, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because listen, I already got about 30 people logged into my account.
I have Netflix. Oh, you man, Roscoe and Junebug, and y'all are family.
I'm just waiting on Netflix to shut me down, okay? I'm just waiting.
No, I'm
I got
good.
people logged into my Netflix in Chicago, in Atlanta, in New York, okay? Mm-hmm. My friends in New York are so down and out about this. Look, watch Tiger King. Here, log in under my account.
I'm watching it. I'm writing it down right now so I don't forget. Tiger
King, yes.
King, Netflix. Yes. I love Netflix. I'm about to watch Netflix right now. I'm about to watch Uncorked, so I'm excited about it.
Okay, well, I'll watch Uncorked and we can talk about both. Is that a series too?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, so we'll be experiencing it together.
Yeah, I'm brand new to this one. Just people in the wine industry been hitting me up like, oh, you got to see Uncork, you got to see Uncork. And one of my colleagues posted earlier on IG, and he was like just chilling watching Uncork, and he had in his wine cellar. I felt like, well, I just need to come to your house and do a wellness check, because he had about 1,000 bottles of wine. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, I want to make sure everybody okay over there. You know, all that wine and everything.
Yes.
So, but he was enjoying it. So I don't know if it's a series, but I'll text you and let you know.
I think I'm going to switch to wine this week.
For the mukbang, even though you can drink what you want, you'll drink wine with me for the mukbang?
I think I switched to wine this week. Listen, I've been drinking a lot of Kvass, and is your apartment hot? I'm hot. I don't, maybe
yes.
Okay.
I feel like it's Corona up in here. It's hot in here. The Corona is heating up the place. Like you don't need no fireplace or no heat.
No, nothing, baby. It is hot in here.
It is hot in here. My door is open. The patio door is open.
Mine's are too.
All the patio doors are open.
Mine's are
doors
too.
Are open. I thought that was just me. I mean, everything is hot. My walls have a fever.
Listen. It is hot.
It's hot in here.
It is hot. It is hot, but there's supposed to be this big storm coming. That's why I had to get out just for a few minutes tonight. And I've been.
What you do?
My friend had a little game night. Very, very, very small amount of people. It was only like 5 of us.
Okay.
And she made some salmon and veggie pasta and
nice.
some fresh cut green beans and a nice spring salad. So, you know, I'm not trying to come out the quarantine 50 pounds heavier.
I know, and let me tell you, just when I was gonna be running on the lake, Mr. Lightfoot shut it down.
Not Mr. Lightfoot.
You know, I love my baby though. I love my baby.
Listen, I understand why she did it. I was running.
I do too.
I was you know, getting my laps in on 39th, right off of the lake at that track up there, and you know, I was doing good. I was there every day doing my 15 laps around, like getting my sweat on, and then she shut all that shit down.
But she told y'all. I heard her the first time she said it.
It wasn't us. I was going up there alone or with my trainer. It was the people who started having yoga classes there and football practice that got us shut down.
Yes. Because the boy told me he went up there, he went for a run, and then he stopped, and then people were working out. He was working. I'm like, y'all are not supposed to be working out together. She just said that if I catch you, and honey, Mr. Lightfoot, she been told you now.
I ain't mad at it because she's trying to keep us from being the next New York. Although I am very suspicious that they just turned the McCormick Place into a 3,000 bed hospital when we supposedly don't have 3,000 cases in the city. So why do we need a 3,000 bed hospital? But that's another story. You know, that's something that.
Oh, you're never gonna know.
Yeah.
But you will know if you pay attention to the movies, because they'll make a movie about it.
Oh yeah. Oh, now listen, I've had my fill of pandemic movies. I don't know if you've seen Contagion.
It's one movie I reposted. It was an Asian movie, and they were actually literally talking about, and this was out in 2018, they were actually talking about the coronavirus then and how it was man-made and stuff like that. My other mukbang, my Corona Scare mukbang from the band, I don't know if you saw that one. I talk about it a little bit, and this is before I even saw that movie. But
the Asians would make that movie, wouldn't they?
But it was 2018.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
why
then
y'all
think
making
about
this movie?
this, brother.
Why y'all making this movie?
Why you do it to yourself?
Why y'all making this? What's up, Freddie? Look, man. Look, Freddie. That's my barber. Look, man. Look.
Freddie, do you do waxing? Because look, in a minute I'm gonna have a full blown. I got an afro up under here.
Man, Listen, it's getting real in here, Freddie, man. It's getting real in here, man.
It's getting real.
You're going to have to start making some house calls, bro.
You're going to have to.
Oh, he said shop been open. Oh, okay. Fuck them orders, right?
He like, bring your ass on in. You ain't no sis. For you to look like Wolfman Jack, honey, get your ass on downtown, wherever you at. But orders. I know. But yeah, as far as so, how have you been keeping yourself sane?
Working
during these times.
Working.
You've been working. That's been occupying your emotions and your mind. Okay, that's very great.
Working, yeah. and sleeping, because I really feel like this.
You've been lacking that.
This was God's way of telling us to slow down.
I get that. I agree with that. And clean your house and throw some things away and connect and disconnect at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting on whatever the message is that's supposed to be coming from all of this. I'm sure there is one. I'm just waiting on it. And in the meantime, we reached out to my pastor and said, hey, how can I be of service? And then a few other pastors started reaching out when they found out what we were doing, and it's like, okay. And we're off.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're just gonna make a list of all the churches?
Yes. A lot of the churches
people
already have their streaming abilities together, but
you do?
A lot of churches already do, but there are plenty of them who don't.
Yeah. And see, this is what people don't realize. It's times like these right now that millionaires and billionaires are created. You just got to get in where you fit in. You see, that's what you're thinking. So I know whose house to break in now. I'm just saying. So grateful you are my neighbor. I just need one of them cards, one of them bank cards.
Well, listen, you ain't gonna leave your sister behind. You breaking in for practice, honey, because I don't buy labels, honey, and I don't keep cash. You breaking in here, honey. You just doing it for practice, honey. This is your dry rehearsal.
I'm just practicing on you.
Come on, breaking this motherfucker, honey. I dare somebody to break it in, honey, because listen.
They gonna be mad. They gonna be mad.
I enjoy my Second Amendment rights. I enjoy my Second Amendment rights. I am a card-carrying member of the NRA. You breaking
here. You're like, come on in.
You breaking here. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
Exactly.
Not gonna be a problem for me.
That's really true, though. That's really true. People, this is the time where whatever it is, you got to go into your deep meditation and figure out how you can reinvent yourself and think of the next best thing. This is the time where the millionaires and billionaires are created in recessions, because it's more than the coronavirus that's occurring. It's a background conversation around economics that people are going night-night on. So it's like, hey, you got to figure that out and get your first place ticket.
Okay.
So I'm proud of you. I mean, no one's worried about you, because honey, the show must go on. You created that.
Listen, I'm a Taurus.
Oh, I love a good Taurus.
I'm a Taurus.
Baby.
I ain't playing no games with these people, honey. Where's the next dollar coming from? Where's it coming from?
Yes.
It come from somewhere.
Yes. Have to.
Somebody in this big quiet world is still spending money. Somebody in this big quiet world still has
a lot of people.
How do I get my cut of it?
Yes. That's the attitude. That is the attitude.
Yes.
Well, guys, again, I'm Sexy Vegan Wine Girl. Please follow me on all social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. This is my brother and neighbor and friend, Cortri Trotter. Please give him your info.
CTP on Instagram, CTP _print_design. My website is www.CortriTrotterProductions.com. We're streaming this from my personal page, but I don't know if you want to be involved in them shenanigans on my personal page. Just follow my business page.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans, sheer tomfoolery. All they have to go and do is go to Sexy Vegan Wine Girl, honey, YouTube page to see some of your tomfoolery right over there. They could just go check you, honey. Ain't no, you can run, but you can't hide, Mr. Cortri.
That's right. That's
They can go
right.
see your tomfoolery right
right
on YouTube.
My mama told me to say what's on my mind.
And you do. You do. You definitely do. Well, I love you, brother. Thanks for jumping on and everything like that. And I'm going to watch this. I'm going to binge watch it, and then I'll be ready. And I'll, this week we can do a mukbang.
Okay. And when I'll know when you finish watching it, because you're going to have to call me when you finish watching it.
I'm going to have to call you.
You're going to have to.
Okay.
Because, girl, this thing is crazy. But enjoy. Nice talking to you, boo.
All right, boo. Love you.
Love
Bye-bye.
You
All right, everybody. This is your girl, Conda, Sexy Vegan Wine Girl. Honey, I am signing off. It is 12:26 a.m. and I've got some things to do. I've got a movie waiting on me, so I am about to go and watch it. But I have enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I love you. And if you're drinking, please drink responsibly. And make sure you make the best out of these days where we have to just stay in the house by our lonesome selves. Make sure you're reading a book and calling people. Call people. Call your grandmother, call your grandfather, call your auntie, call people that you have been thinking about and you just haven't called them in a while. Check on them. There's somebody in your circle who's probably not doing well. So you need to find out who that is and see how you can comfort them. So anyway, I love you. Please follow me on all social media, Sexy Vegan Wine Girl on Twitter, Sexy Vegan Wine Girl on Instagram, Sexy Vegan Wine Girl on Facebook, and of course YouTube. Please, please, please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me build it. Like Cortri said, my numbers are going up every day, and they are, and I am building this one subscriber at a time, and it would be so much better if I had the help of all of you. All right, guys. Love, peace, and blessings. I love you. God bless you, and good night.